Hi, I'm Michelle Hardy, and I wanted to tell you why you may not be publishing your book and to give you some tips to help you do some brave writing. I just wrote a book called Brave Writing, and it's basically for those who are fearful of telling their truth, telling their story. So I just want to tell you what might be happening with you and why you're not able to proceed with the story that you have inside of you. And also, you'll have a tool, Brave Writing, the book that's available to help you write the book, to help you do the hard parts where you're stuck, where you're just fearful of telling the story because a lot of creative blocks are emotional blocks. We feel like we're going to be judged. The story is personal. Maybe nobody's going to care. And so, we're just operating in this fear. And the blocks really appear when the honesty really needs to come out. And that's when the honesty begins. So this is a perfect time for you to write when you know that you can tell the story honestly. This is when you are fearful, that's when you really need to tell the story. You keep trying to write the perfect vision for this book. You keep starting from chapter one, and then you go back and read it. And then next thing you know, you're typing something completely different. You're trying to take a course to get it just perfect. You're writing a little bit, then you put it down. Then you come back to it. Oh, that's not good enough. You're judging yourself before you can even get anything down on paper or typed out, when you should just probably just let it flow. Let the honest, true story just come out as it is. Don't go back and look and say, oh my God, I made this mistake. I didn't say this right. Because, as I've always said, there's somebody to help you with this story. You just need to get it out of here and onto paper, right? And then everything will just work out. It's going to work in your favor. Don't write from pressure. Write from a curious place, like, what could I actually write if I just relaxed? If I went to a space when a time when I was so relaxed, I just wrote, right? So you don't want to put any pressure on yourself like, oh, this book has to sell 10,000 copies, or I have to be on, the bestsellers list, and all of this, right? And I want to go viral with my book and all of that. Take all of that pressure off of yourself and just operate from a space of, let me just do what my heart says do. This is a book for you. This is a book for you. It's going to be very healing for you. Yeah. So if you just operate from that space and remove all these other things, because everybody wants that. Everybody wants this to be famous. And so, but you need to operate on, I need my healing. I need to bring something that really helps me as an individual, personally, and then it's going to help somebody else. Sometimes we can be overly stimulated, distracted by social media, work, just different things, overscheduled. And so we don't have time to dedicate to our book. So sometimes we have to just take a step back and say, what is taking up my time so much that I cannot put in the effort for myself to get my book out? So sometimes we have to take social media off of our phones. We have to say, okay, you know what? I am overbooked for appointments or things or events that I don't need to go to. I'm looking at all of these different websites, they're just taking my attention and I'm not being productive, right? Just think, in a month's time, you could have a book. And that's just basically dedicating time and focus to you so that you can get the book out. And in the book, Brave Writing, I talk about that. I give you an example of how you can schedule your time out to get the book out that's really going to help you. I don't want to say you don't need to be motivated, but you don't need motivation at this point. You really need a system in place, and I can help you with that with Brave Writing. And so, if you have that system, you are committing to yourself. And then you are saying, okay, at this time, I'm going to write something every day or every 2 times a week for 30 minutes, right? So if you consistently do that over time, you will have your book. You're going to have so much written down, and then you can go back and look at it and do the editing and then have someone read it and then go back again and get your cover and then actually publish it, right? So, but you do have the time and you just don't have a system in place. And so, give yourself a chance, love yourself enough and give yourself a chance to have this book that you've been wanting to do for so long. You've been promising, oh, I'm going to do a book one day. But where's the book, right? So you have the help here. You have all of the information. You can go back to all of the different videos that I'm providing on this channel to really help you to complete your book. Okay, it just takes you committing to a schedule and you'll be on your way. And then we'll be praising you, saying, yay, you did it.